This is Arthur Streeton. He was an Australian impressionist, and in the late 19th century, he helped transform Australian art. Streeton, or Smike as he was known to his friends, was an ambitious and outdoorsy young man from Melbourne. Bored by the exercises he was doing in art school, he took up the new worldwide trend of painting en plein air, a French term that means painting outdoors. Streeton developed a style that was fresh and free. His brushstrokes were sketchy, his palette was bright, and his paintings offered new ways to see or feel Australia's environment. In Victoria and then New South Wales, he painted the dry golden grasses and the intense heat of the bush. He captured the rich blues of Sydney's harbour and the vast and sunny Australian sky. And his views across Melbourne and Sydney's skyline showed a gritty and exciting modernity. This was a new Australian way of painting. But Streeton can't take all the credit. There was a group of artists who shared his bohemian lifestyle of camping and sketching outdoors. This group is also known as the Heidelberg School, which gets its name from an area just outside of Melbourne on Wurundjeri land, where Streeton and his friends spent time painting. In 1889, these same friends held an exhibition of their work above a Melbourne art supply store. They called it the 9x5 Impression Exhibition because many of the works measured 9 by 5 inches. While many criticised the paintings for looking unfinished, the group publicly declared themselves Impressionists, and the course of Australian art was forever changed. By this time, Impressionism, as made famous by French artists like Claude Monet, had spread around the world. And while Streeton and his friends had heard about these trends in French painting, they'd never seen it firsthand. And so they took on the same goal of capturing the visual impression of a moment. But look at the way they painted. Where Monet applied small, thick dabs of contrasting colours in very specific directions, Streeton builds up layers of blues, greens and golds using big, expressive brushstrokes. Streeton's subjects are also distinctive. His paintings of people working hard in the Australian bush or having fun in it became part of a growing nationalism. As the country approached federation after a century of colonialism, these images of the Australian bush marked a new visual identity for many. Now, over 100 years later, Streeton's paintings and Australian Impressionism are rooted in the country's history. And while the idea of what constitutes an Australian identity has certainly changed, there's no doubt these paintings still evoke a unique sense of Australian place.